I'm fitting good to go there.
Alright, this is our film Undercover.
We're aiming to create an open neo-noir film set in an urban environment. An undercover officer poses as a gang member and meets a member of a rival gang for an alleged drug deal. The officer aims to arrest the dealer, but the dealer has come to head on the rival gang. So after a minute of dialogue surrounding the drug deal, the officer realises that there's no drugs and the dealer shoots him. It then cuts to a man in a bar reading the story of the failed drug bust in the newspaper, and he checks his phone to find out that he's attended a similar style drug bust that evening.
This is a bit of it elaborated. So the credits roll at the very start of the film, and the establishing scene takes place neither at dimly lit alley or dock. An undercover officer is extremely paranoid about the drug deal, and he phones up his chief to ask why the dealer is late, and to give off about how he always gets a bottom of the barrel job somebody wants. The chief reassures him, saying junkies have no sense of time, and the job could lead to a major bust in the gang leader Joey Rigatoni's entire drug operation. Suddenly the dealer appears, walking quickly and slightly hunched, over with his hands in his jacket pockets. The dealer seems just as nervous as the officer, and they both introduce themselves as members of the rival gang. After some small talk, they both realise that a drug deal isn't actually going on. Before the officer gets a chance to pull out his badge, the dealer pulls out a gun and says, "Tell Tommy, Joey Rigatoni sends his regards," before shooting at the officer. The screen goes black and it cuts to a man sitting in a bar, reading a newspaper about an undercover drug bust gone wrong. The man gets a message on his phone and reads it to find out that he has to be a similar style of undercover drug bust that night. The man sighs and the title of the film appears on the screen.
We were trying to follow a film noir theme, inspired by films such as The Informer and All Wanted, which were actually filmed in Belfast. We wanted to fully utilise Belfast's urban, gritty environment and capture the mood of noir through mise en scene, such as Jaws and Foreign Fear. These are just some possible locations for
Belfast.
Where are they exactly? Like, or
That's Crown Bar, that's the docks, that's some alley somewhere, and then I think that's Crown Bar as well. Here's the animatic unit. It's not working. So that's the automatic. Is there any feedback from the questionnaire?
See the one where it says, "Is there anything you may find difficult to achieve?"
Yeah.
See in noirs, there's typically like dark lighting.
Yeah.
Is there any way you might try and find a way past that?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because we're going to be filming it at night. So every friend is probably going to have to lend us external lighting. So it could be difficult, but if we manage to get that, it should be alright. Any more questions? Yes, Owen?
Do you think that there's any like other locations that you could film in instead of just like one specific location?
We're planning on the bar and the docks can be two different locations, and then planning getting the chief to be in sort of a pool hall when he films. So we're going to try and incorporate as many as possible and try and see how many we can fit into it. Any more questions?
I have a few. Just see the way this is kind of like emerald noir or Irish noir or whatever. It definitely seemed to be a bit Italian, maybe, you know, from our use of naming and with kind of Joey Rigatoni and things like that. Should we more specifically?
I suppose, but we never really were trying to go for the Emerald Noir thing. There's nothing really to suggest it would be Emerald Noir besides from the location. We might change the names a bit. That's a good criticism, but yeah, if we change the names, I'm sure it'll fit it fine.
And again, you know, in terms of like, I mean, the dialogue, should it be sort of more authentically Northern Irish as such as well, possibly, you know?
I suppose, but there isn't that much Emerald Noir to go off, if you know what I mean. You know, I suppose we could try and do that. Yeah, we were trying to go for a more Italian thing, but I do see what you're saying. If it is filmed in Belfast, it might seem that authentic. So yeah, we might have to work with the dialogue.
Yeah, plus it might just seem a bit cartoony or something, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
a bit.
I mean, it's not that we're parodying it, but we are trying to go for cliches kind of with noir almost. So it will seem very not typical, but we are trying to get it to be very follow like the guidelines in noir. So it will kind of come off so almost like a parody.
Are there any conventions of noir that you intend to break at all?
Well, not really. We are trying to. There's not really much conventions with noir. We're trying to make it traditional in a sense. So we could try and do something like that, but we were trying to keep it traditional and kind of just follow the basic guidelines of it. But yeah, we could try to.
And see, in terms of films like Odd Man Out, for example, like, I mean, is there anything specific and inspiring you both, you know, Ryan as well, from that?
Just the idea of like the Loner character, or like Belfast, that sort of thing, from All Man Out.
Okay. Any other questions for our group at all? Just another thing, I suppose, is see your police captain, and you know you're dealing with very adult themes, and you know how are you going to get around that in terms of your actors?
We probably always have to get older actors, so even if they did it.
Is that possible, do you think?
Probably, yeah. On your previous question, the way you're saying we're breaking conventions, I don't know if we'd go that far as such, but we are trying to, since we're keeping it traditional noir, but at the same time, I think there's a phone call, it's like, you know, it's more of a modern drug deal, we're trying to kind of make it, like, it's a neo-noir, but at the same time traditional, so it is kind of like a contradiction. So I suppose in a way we are breaking some conventions.
Good.
Okay.
Anything else, folks? No? Thank you very much indeed. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Well done.